Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be doing something that I've been getting a lot of requests to talk about recently, and that is Ashley returning to Heartland Season 14. But before I get into all that, if you guys could please leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. To help me reach the goal of 20,000 subscribers, I would really appreciate that. But now, let's jump right into today's video. So, disclaimer before I start. I am not in any way, shape, or form, nor do I claim to be affiliated with Heartland. I don't work for CPC, I don't know cast or crew. Therefore, I do not know anything that is going to happen in Heartland Season 14. So, that being said, nothing that I say in this video is confirmed to be happening in Heartland Season 14. It is just my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. But with that being said, let's jump right into today's video. So whenever I make videos talking about which characters I think should return for Heartland Season 14, or I talk about the characters that we haven't seen for a while and that I would like to see return, the majority of the comments under those videos are talking about two characters, Mallory or Ashley. And in my recent videos talking about characters returning, a lot of people have been saying they want to see Ashley return for Heartland Season 14. And they asked me, is Ashley coming back for Heartland Season 14? I've been putting off making this video simply because I do not want Ashley to return for Heartland Season 14. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why that is. Before I start, keep in mind, again, it's just my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. You are entitled to your own opinion. This is just mine. But when it comes to Ashley's character, I, to be honest, wasn't a fan of her character in the first place. I found her really annoying. Her character just kind of seemed out of place to me a little bit, and she was just kind of annoying. Whenever she was on the screen, I was like, can we fast forward through her talking? Or, I just didn't like her character. I think that, she didn't really add much to the story. In fact, if she added anything, she just added drama between Amy and Ty over and over and over again. So that kind of upset me and made me not like her character. And then, of course, we know she married Caleb, and that didn't turn out so well. And now Caleb is married to Cass, and they are expecting a baby as of Heartland Season 13. So if you wanted to see Ashley's character return, there really isn't anything that her character could do in Season 14 that would really add to the story. And keep in mind, when you're thinking of characters to either return or to bring back to a season, one of the things that the writers ask themselves is, well, what kind of storyline could this character be useful in? What kind of storyline could they really add something to? And the only two storylines that I could really think of that Ashley's character could be brought back to be a part of would be, one, if Ashley came back and she was divorced or something and realized that she still wanted to be with Caleb, and of course Caleb is married to Cass, and again they're expecting a baby, so then Caleb would have to, try to figure that out, how to deal with the situation, and then that would be another love triangle kind of between Caleb, Cass, and Ashley. And there's many reasons why this won't work, and if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you probably know what I'm going to say. There are too many love triangles in this show already. There's one between Mitch, Peter, and Lou that has been going on for way too long, and they've already started kind of hinting at the idea of a possible love triangle between Georgie, Wyatt, and Quinn. So to have Ashley's character return for Heartland Season 14, or to have her character come back in Season 14 and, say that she's still in love with Caleb, and then to have Caleb have to deal with all that and maybe go to Ty for some advice or something like that, that would simply just be bringing her character back to start another love triangle and to start more drama when it comes to the romance side of Heartland. And no, that wouldn't work. That would be so annoying. And a lot of people are saying on social media now that Heartland has become way too much about relationships and not about horses enough. I completely agree. So to have Ashley's character return in this kind of storyline, or for that reason, would be a complete disaster in my opinion, and just would not work. And then the next storyline that her character could maybe possibly be a part of is if she comes back and she's married and has a kid and comes back to meet Amy and Lindy and Ty, and then just to have their kids meet. But to be completely honest, there really isn't much to that storyline. She comes back, meets Lindy, her kids meet Lindy, she, talks to Amy and Ty, catches up with them a little bit, and then boom, what what was the point of that? When you're thinking of characters that you need to return, you want to think about, well, what storylines would be interesting to have their character be a part of. Otherwise, if you don't think of interesting storylines that their character could be a part of, you essentially just bring them back for fan service. And what that is when writers realize, oh hey, this character is a character that we haven't seen that much of recently or at all, and fans really liked them in the earlier seasons. Let's bring them back just to have their character return and maybe shock people a little bit, and then surprise, their character doesn't do anything, but they did come back, so that should make fans happy. But then fans realize, oh wait, but her character didn't really do anything, so what was the point of that in the first place? You got us all excited that her character was returning, and then to not have her do anything would be like, well, why bring her back in the first place then? And then again, the only storyline that could possibly include Ashley is the one with Caleb and Ashley and that kind of relationship. And again, I think that would just simply anger half of the people, and then the other half would be like, well, cool. And then, yeah, then that's Ashley's return for Heartland Season 14. Personally, I think they need to focus on characters that really add to the story. So Quinn, Wyatt, Georgie, Luke, maybe even if that's the way they're going for Season 14, which I think it is. But to have Ashley's character return, yes, she was a main character in the earlier seasons, but I really think that Heartland has progressed far beyond when Ashley was a part of the show, and I don't think her character would really fit now with the later seasons and the character progression that we have seen from the main characters. I think her character would be really out of place, and it would be like, well, why is she there in the first place? And then the only thing that could possibly work is if she comes back and she bumps into Caleb, and then they have a kind of, awkward conversation of her meeting Cass and meeting with Caleb and talking to him and not realizing that he was married and maybe even have a child at that point. But then again, there's really no story. That's not really a storyline. That's just simply a conversation. So I really don't see any useful way for her character to return other than fan service. But again, fan service wears off eventually, and then you're just like, well, that character, why was her character there? It was essentially useless and boring to a point. So with that being said, I don't think Ashley is going to return to Heartland for Season 14, and I've explained to you guys why I think it would just be really, really pointless and kind of a waste of some character development to have her character return. I think they need to focus on other characters and kind of just leave the characters that were in the past and focus on the present and future of the show. And sometimes that just doesn't include old characters, unfortunately. But with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, drop a comment, let me know what you guys think of Ashley possibly returning. Would you like to see her return? Would you be happy if she returned? What would you like to see happen if she returned? Let me know down in the comment section down below as well. Make sure you leave a like and drop a comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already to help me reach the goal of 20,000 subscribers. But with that being said, I'm going to go, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.